So Trump addressed a joint session of the United States Congress, and he gave a speech which was a little over 20 minutes, 25 minutes on Tuesday night. Now, you know, the speech, I would argue, we both saw it. I thought overall, I don't give him much praise, but I think overall the speech, it was a decent speech.
So my problem with this is we've heard from a lot of folks on TV over and over again saying, oh, this was when Donald Trump became the president and this was his moment and it was so great. And I just think that that's like a major cop-out. Just because someone delivers one good speech that makes them look like the president because they're standing at the president podium or whatever. You have to remember Donald Trump has been straight up lying every single day since he's been in office. And to go on TV and say, oh my God, forget everything because he did the speech.
But here's the thing, I'm one of these people that, like, you know me, I'm not saying you could judge a president on a speech. I'm not saying you judge him on this one speech. I'm not defending him either. But what I'm saying is he gave this very populist speech, right? And he gave a speech that, to be frank, I don't know if his caucus agrees with, but it sounded very good to the American people who aren't on Trump watch day to day like we are. Like we spend our lives, whether we like it or not, because one, the Richard Fowler Show is a news outlet, if you didn't know that, right?
That's a thing.
But that's number one. But number two, we live and, you know, we focus on him. We follow him. So yes, he lies all the time. But to the American people at home, what they heard was he cares about the troops because he had this whole moment where, you know, he talked about the troop that died in the Yemenis raid.
That was so sad because
it was sad because the Yemenis raid.
And I cannot believe for a second.
We got no information out of it. Nothing new.
He straight up lied, right? He said, I just talked to my people and they said that raid gave tons of actionable intelligence that will lead to terrorists. And, you know, independent national security experts have said this did not provide any information. And it's just sad. And I feel bad for the mom.
It's not the mother, that's the wife.
That's the wife, whatever.
Right. So there's that piece. But the other part that I think I found to be problematic, or what I found to be, like what people heard was childcare. He talked about childcare, he talked about paid family leave. The ha-ha about this, and I tweeted this the night of the speech, was one, Republicans have been adamantly against paid family leave and finding a way to cap or help working families pay for early childhood care. So I'm not really sure how Donald Trump's going to get that through, because all we heard a lot of was populist ideals, right? Ending trade deals, building the wall, I would argue, is rather populist in thought,
I mean,
right?
For his base, it is.
Right. I mean, child care and family leave is a very populist thing. Democrats love it. Democrats stood up when he said it, right? Funding the military, 20%, 10% increase in military spending.
I mean, is that more popular? Maybe it's like a combination of populist and nationalist.
What, military spending?
Yeah, military spending and building the wall.
Yeah, those are nationalist. I would argue paid family leave, working for working people, all that stuff there, that's very populist. The problem with populist agendas is that they don't work well because Republicans, quote unquote, don't like to spend money. But this is the ha-ha, because Republicans love to spend money when they're in power, but hate the idea of spending when they're out of power. So now my question is can Donald Trump convince, like, the people in the House, right, the Freedom Caucus, all these people that are adamantly against new forms of spending, to pass a $1 trillion infrastructure bill? He said he wants to engage upon an infrastructure spending similar to Dwight Eisenhower's creation of the interstate highway system. We're talking $1 trillion. I think that is a baseline. I think we're talking about a couple trillion. Will Republicans go for it?
I doubt it.
I doubt it.